So this is the last part in chapter 2, graphing linear inequalities in two variables. Okay, it's page 132. But before we do the graph the two inequalities, I just want to remind you a little bit how do we graph line. You know it already, we saw it, but let's little bit review how we're gonna graph this line y equal x plus 2. So as I told you, you need to take points, okay? So I need to take points for x and y. Then I replace x by a point. For x0, for example, what will be y? Y is equal 0 plus 2, 2. Then I will take another point for x1, 1 plus 2, 3. So the 2 points are 0, 2. I have it here. This is x0, y2. And what do we call this point? We call it y-intercept. And this is my x1, 3. And all what we need to do is to take my ruler and draw this line. This is the main thing that we're going to do in the inequalities, but there is extra step after doing this. So we're going to draw the line, but there is after this drawing, an extra step that we will be doing is the shading. So inequality, it means this equal will not be any more equal, will be or bigger or less, or bigger and equal, less and equal. And all what do we need to do as an extra step, just to shade the part. I will explain it, how to shade it in the coming parts, okay? I will wait a little bit to be sure that you will see the writing and how I draw the line. So the points are for x0, if I replace x by 0, I have y2. If I replace x by 1, y3, I will plot the points and I will draw the line. Part 1, first, what's really important is to know how to check whether the ordered pair is a solution of an inequality or not. Okay, so I have the ordered pair, I have this inequality, and I'm gonna find the conclusion if this ordered pair is a solution or not. How are we gonna do it? For example, if I will ask you, is 0, 0 a solution for this inequality? So all what you need to do is to replace x and y by 0. And you're going to see if the result that I will have is right or wrong. No. If I replace x by 0 here, I will have 2 times 0 minus 3 times 0. It's equal to 0. So here I have 0 bigger or equal than minus 2. So when I replaced here x by 0, it gives me 0. I'm writing the inequality as it is, 0 bigger or equal than minus 2. Is it right? Is it right that 0 is bigger or equal than minus 2? Yes. So what does it mean as a conclusion? It's a solution, because the result that I got here is right. Okay? So when I replace x by 0, I have 2 times 0, 0, minus 3 times 0, 0. 0 bigger or equal than minus 2. Is it right? Yes, it's right. So yes, 0, 0 is a solution. Let's try another point. If I replace x by 0 and y by 1, so what I will have? Look at me. 2 times 0, 0, minus 3. Minus 3 bigger or equal than minus 2. Is it right that minus 3 bigger or equal than minus 2? No. So I will have here, this inequality is wrong. So what does it mean? This pair, the ordered pair 0, 1 is not a solution. That's it. So I replace and I check if it's a solution or not. Let's do another example. For x2, y minus 1. 2 times 2, 4. Minus 3 times minus 1, it means plus 3. 4 plus 3, 7. Is it right that 7 is bigger or equal than minus 2? Yes. So, is the ordered pair 2 minus 1 a solution? Yes, it's a solution because it's right. 7 is bigger or equal than minus 2. That's it. Okay? So this is how to check if an ordered pair is a solution. Why do we need this? So we're going to see it in the remaining part. This one will help me to know where to shade. Okay? This one will help me to know where to shade. Let's do it. First, I'm going to give you the main things, the vertical and the horizontal. So first we're gonna graph the same inequality, the same as a line. Okay, so x less than 2, I'm gonna draw it first, x equal to 2. Okay, so what does it mean x equal to 2? How do we draw it? X equal to 2, it's a vertical line. Okay, this is x equal to 2. Now you need to be careful. What is the sign given here? Less. Okay, it's less. So I need to make the line dotted, okay, because it's less. I don't want the 2. I just want all the values less than 2. Okay. How are you going to know which part I will shade? So I have now here 2 parts. I have this part, the left, and the right part. X less than 2. Give me a number less than 2, guys. 1, 0, -1. So I will shade where those points exist. So I'm gonna shade the part where x is less than 2. So which part I will shade here? The left part. Okay, because all those points here are less than 2. Then let's do another one. If I want to graph x bigger or equal than 2, first I want to draw the line x equal to 2. But should I make it dotted line or a solid line? Since there is a sign equal here, so I will draw it first as a solid line. And then bigger than 2 gives me some values bigger than 2, 3, 4. So I will shade where those points exist. So I will shade this part. That's it. This is very simple when I have one variable, yani x is equal or y is equal. Now we're going to do y is equal. Oh, we didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. For y is equal, I thought I put it here. It will be a horizontal line. We're going to see it in the application. It's not a big deal, okay? Now I will graph a linear inequality with 2 variables, okay? How are we going to do? This remark is very important, so we're going to see it later. How are we going to see it? First, I need to draw the equation 2x minus 3y bigger or equal than 2, okay? To be able to draw this line, I need to solve it as it is y equal, okay? So what should I do? I need to draw the line, and I need to draw the boundary. How I will know what is my boundary? Okay, so I will take my pencil, and I will show how to do it. First, I need to draw this line. It means it's given 2x minus 3y is equal to 2. To be able to draw this line, you can take points, okay? As we said, you can keep it like this. No need to write in the slope-intercept form, and y equal. You can keep it like this if you want, okay? The easiest method, if you want, we can use x and y intercept, or we can take any other points, okay? You can write it as a slope-intercept form, and y equal to my x plus b. But I don't want you to be really confused with this one. So let's just take any 2 points, x and y. Okay, if I take x0, I will have minus 3y is equal to 2y is equal to 2 over minus 3, so it's a fraction. Try to take x, for example. If I take it 3, 1 also, it will be 2 plus 2, 4 over 3. It's a fraction. 2, I will take it 3. 3 is the best, okay? 2 minus 6. 4 كمان no. No, 1 is okay. 1 is okay. maybe 2 كمان decimal. Let's take it خلاص, let's take it 0 first. No problem. I'll not take all night today to do it. Okay. For x0, what I will have for y? I will have minus 3y is equal to 2, so y is equal 2 over minus 3. Okay. I will take another point for x1. If I have x1, let's take y0. It's easier. Let's do the y-intercept. If I take y0, what will be x? X is equal 1. This is 1. This one is easy. So I have x0, y minus 2 over 3. So the line is here, yani 0 point something. It's here, the point. I'm going to draw it. And for x1, y0, and then I will draw the line. Okay? I will move a little bit the mouse. I hope that you can see the points. Okay. That's it. Did you see the line? This is my line. Now, why we draw it first? We draw it first as a whole line. It's a solid line because that is equal. Now I just have one more issue. Where should I shade? Up or down? As an advice, miss, take any point that you want in the graph. Any point, okay? And replace it in the equation. If this point verify the inequality here, so I will shade where the point is. If the point doesn't verify, it means I will shade opposite. The easiest point to take is 0, 0. Okay? But if 0, 0 was on the line, you cannot take it. You need to choose another point. This is the point 0, 0. Let's replace x and y by 0, 0 and see if it verifies the inequality. So I will have 0 minus 0 bigger or equal than 2. So 0 bigger or equal than 2. Is it right that 0 is bigger or equal than 2? No, this is not right. So I will not shade where 0 is. I will shade the second part here, where 0 is not. Yani, where 0 is opposite to 0, because 0 doesn't verify it. It means 0 is not in the shading part. 0 is not in the solution part. So I'm going to shade where 0 doesn't exist. So I'm going to shade the other part. You're going to see it. How we're going to shade it. Is it the correct shading? Sure, no. So where I'm gonna shade here, you're gonna see it. That's it. This is the same equation. This one. Why? Because if I made in the preceding one, when I took 0, 0, it doesn't verify. So that's why it's written here test, test, test. So I need to take a point to check if this point belongs to the part that I need to shade or not. Okay, I hope that you got it. So I'm gonna repeat again. When I took the 0, 0, I go back. When I took the 0 is in this shade, in this area here, in the red area here. When I replace it here, I got 0 bigger than 2. This is wrong. So I know I don't need to shade this area where 0 is. This is not the correct shading. I need to shade opposite to this area. So I'm going to shade the second part. So this part now is the solution. Okay? I still have one, the absolute value. Okay? That's it. It's very easy. So all the time, all what you need to do is you first draw the line as you take it equal, you take points, you draw it. Then you take any point to check the inequality. If this point verifies the inequality, you shade where the point is. If this point doesn't verify the inequality, you shade the other point. Now the last